KTN, Nairobi.
Moving on, Kenyans will now have to visit designated stations to register as voters ahead of the August 2027 general election as the enhanced voter registration exercise comes to an end. This is despite calls for extension of the registration exercise on grounds of lack of identity cards and access challenges. And as Winfrey Owino now details, IEBC had registered 1.8 million new voters by Friday last week.
24 hours, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission will officially end the continuous electronic voter registration exercise that has been ongoing for the last 29 days. This is despite calls for extension of the registration exercise. A section of leaders in West Pokot argue that many youth do not have identity cards as well as transport challenges.
Wale watachukua kadi ya kupiga kura ni wengi.
Vigumu kufikia ile kiwango cha kusajili hawa. IEBC pia inaongeza muda na pia ile department inahusika na kupeana vipande waweze kufikia watu katika vijijini.
Ikiwezekana muwape wakazi wa West Pokot muda ya kuwe na hiyo free registration sababu watu wengi wameacha sana.
As of April 23rd, IEBC had registered 1.8 million new voters against a target of 2.5 million. Over 150,000 Kenyans had transferred their voting stations and 2,800 made changes to their particulars. Upon completion of the exercise on April 28th, Kenyans will revert to registering at Huduma centers and constituencies. However, the Commission says that after the registration is over, the verification will be done before collection of biometric data is done to prevent multiple registrations. This, they say, is the reason for asking older voters to register afresh. The biometrics are then verified and compiled in a 30-day period within which only the voters' registration center is displayed and not the polling station, which is allocated on election day. The final register is then audited before being gazetted. IEBC targets 6 million new voters in the upcoming polls. Winfrey Owino, KTN.